Imagine having the world's most powerful agentic coding framework running locally on your machine absolutely free. No rate limits, no monthly subscriptions, 100% privacy. It's all local, all yours. Today, we're going to be combining Claude Code, which is a terminal-based agent from Anthropic, with Gemma 4, and all of it is going to be running on Ollama. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up everybody? It's HAVOK. Welcome back to the channel. Like I said in the intro, today we're going to be doing something fun. We're going to be taking Claude Code, running Gemma 4 within it, all for free on top of Ollama. So we're going to install Ollama. We're going to download the Gemma 4 model. Then we're going to install Claude Code. We're going to run it and see if it can build a little website for us. Now, why are we using Gemma 4? Well, this is Google's latest open source powerhouse LLM. It's built with the same DNA that runs Gemini, so we have some good stuff going there. And what's awesome about it is not only is it open source, but it's got different models that'll actually run on your cell phone. I've done it and it actually works pretty well. It's surprising. So we're going to go take a look at the different size models that can see if we can run on our system. You need to make sure that your computer can run it. We'll be installing this and running it on Windows 11, but you can also follow along if you're on Mac or Linux. It's pretty much the same setup, just some different commands, and I'll make sure I put those commands on the documentation site. The link will be down in the description. The first thing we need to do is see which model will run on our computer. So what you want to do is head over to canirun.ai, again, link down below, and you'll see here on the screen, it automatically pops up with different models that they're suggesting. You'll need to click this down arrow here and choose your video card if it's not already populated. I am running a 3080 and tries to get the VRAM right. I'm just going to leave it all default. I have way more RAM than that, but I found if I change this stuff, it messes up the video card stuff. So I'm strictly sticking with video card here. And you can see it says, estimates based on your browser's APIs. What we're going to do is we want to run Gemma 4. So in the search here, we'll type Gemma 4. And you can see here are the models. And on the right side, it's going to tell you, how it's going to run with that video card or on your system. So for my video card, we have the two right here, the E2B IT and E2B says runs great. The E4s, those run well. And then the rest of them are, barely runs. So what I'm going to do for my example here is I'm going to go with the Gemma 4 E4B. I think it's going to be a good compromise of speed, but not have the lack of ability to maybe code this little landing website page that we want to do. So for you, check out whatever this site says here, like we talked about. Enter all your data up here for your computer, and it should tell you what LLM is going to run decently on your system. The next thing we need to do is install Ollama. So head over to ollama.com and you can click on the top right, download. And right here, you'll choose your operating system. So Mac, Linux, Windows. For me, we're doing Windows. I'm going to download the installer and you can see it requires Windows 10 or later. If you want, you can, take this PowerShell command and run it in PowerShell. But for this example, we're going to download and install it. Go ahead and click the download button, double click it, open it, and run through the install process and come on back when you're done. Now that you have Ollama installed and running, you'll come to, this screen here. It says launch. There's these different commands you can do if you want to launch Claude Code in it, like we're going to do, but we're going to do a little different. Open Claude, etc. What we need to do is download and install our first model. And we talked about earlier, you need to make note of that Gemma 4 model. To install our first model, head back over to the Ollama website. Top left, you'll click on models. And then if you scroll down, you'll have Gemma 4. And then you remember that model that we got from the other website. Well, that's where this comes into play here. For me, it's going to be Gemma 4 E4B. You choose whatever model that website said you could use, or if you want to experiment, choose whatever. I'm going to choose the E4B. I'll click the little copy icon next to that. Now to install this, we need to open up a terminal session and we'll run a command. Here we are in our terminal, and what we can do just to make sure Ollama is installed, you can type Ollama PS. And what that is like the process, it actually comes back and says there's nothing there. So we actually know Ollama is installed and Windows recognizes it. If you do Ollama ls, what that does is it lists the models that are installed currently, and we have none. So to install our first model, what we have to do is run this Ollama poll command. So Ollama poll, and then the name of that model that we got back over off Ollama's website. So you'll go ahead and type that in there, and I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to say polling manifest. It'll start downloading, and once it's done downloading, it'll get it installed into to Ollama, and then we can run it and make sure it's working. Now that the Gemma 4 model has been downloaded and installed, you can see here, it says writing manifest success. What we can do is run that command I talked about earlier, which was the Ollama ls. And you can see now, we see that Gemma 4 E4B is loaded. After I install stuff in the terminal, I always like to just kind of close it and start up a new one. So I close that terminal session, I fired up a new one. And what we're gonna do here is take a look and make sure we still see Ollama is running. Ollama, yes, you can see it is running, but there's no models running. Let's go ahead and run the model that we just downloaded, but let's look at what it is first. So Ollama ls, so we can see it's that Gemma 4. So to run it, we'll go Ollama run, and then Gemma 4 E4B. So we type Ollama run and then the name of the model. We do that and you can see it's going to start kind of going there, loading up Ollama with that LLM or that model that we just downloaded. And for this, we're just testing to see and make sure that the model is working with Ollama. What we could also do is go back into the GUI or the application for Ollama and go over to new chat. And we should be able to pick the model here. We might have to close it and reopen it. Looks like we do, but we can type here Gemma and we do see E4B, but it still says download. Okay, it just updated. So we can choose E4B. And right here, we can start chatting with it, no problem. It's just like we're on ChatGPT or something like that. We could start chatting with it here. But for this example, since we are using Claude Code and Claude Code is all CLI or command line interface, based, we're going to stick with the terminal. You can see we are now loaded. Ollama is running Gemma 4. So we can type in here, hello, tell me about yourself. It does have a thinking process. You can also turn this off if you want to with a command. This is showing all of its thinking of, how it's doing everything, what its goal is. And then here, now it's giving you back the feedback. I'm happy to tell you about myself. I'm Gemma 4 LLM from Google DeepMind, and that goes on that. So that was actually a pretty quick response. So we know it's working. We're going to go ahead and exit out of this. So you do that by doing /by, and it'll exit out. The next step we need to do is install Claude Code. It's going to require us to run a command here in the terminal session. But to do that, we need to install Node.js. Head on over to nodejs.org, the link in the description, and we need to download and install this. You may already have it, you may not. But Windows users, you will need this to run this command. We'll click download at the top and you can click Windows installer right here. You'll click that, download it, install it. It might take a while. It's a pretty, it downloads a lot of stuff and it'll run some, terminal session stuff. Don't worry, just wait for it to install. Like I said, it might take a while. Just, bear with it. Once that is installed, you want to go ahead and restart your terminal session if you already had one open. We're going to run this command right here, npm install -g at Anthropic AI/Claude Code. You can get this command on the documentation website. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and press enter. If you get an error that npm is not recognized, that means the Node.js either was not installed, you didn't download and install it, or if you did, go ahead and restart your computer, then run this package. You see it added 2 packages in 2 seconds. That's what we like. Okay, now that Claude Code is installed, I went ahead and closed my terminal session, start up a new one, and I'm going to go over to the actual directory of where I want to run this project. So for me, it's going to be in my D drive /avistalab/Claude Code or Claude demo. Do this wherever you want. The next thing we need to do is set some environmental variables. And what these are going to do is tell Claude Code to look locally on our computer for our model and not go back to Anthropic and look there for, the Anthropic models. So what we're going to do is we're going to run these couple environmental variables right here, and I'll put them on the documentation site. These are for Windows only. If you're running on Mac or Linux, look on the site. I'll put the commands there. But again, this is for Windows only. It's the same process, just the different commands. So it's going to say the auth token is going to be Ollama. It can just be whatever, doesn't matter. And then the base URL is going to be http://localhost:11434. What that is saying is telling Claude Code to look locally, which is localhost, locally on our computer, and then port 11434. That is the port that Ollama is listening on. It's the API port. You might find some directions on the web that say use /v1. If you do that, it doesn't work, at least in my experience. So your mileage may vary, but just note if some people or even some directions are saying do /v1, it doesn't work, at least for me in this instance. So we'll hit enter there. You won't get anything that returns. It just works. Now what we need to do is the fun part. We need to launch Claude Code. So we're going to go ahead and put in this command right here, Claude -- model, and then the name of the model. So Gemma 4 E4B for me. You do whatever Gemma 4 model you want there. We'll hit enter and it'll pop up and it might say, hey, do you want to trust this folder? You're going to say yes. What it's doing, it's going to say, are you sure I can use the folder that you're launching me in? That is okay. And as you can see right here, we're running Gemma E4B as the model. API usage is billing. Don't worry about that. That's just the default thing. It's not going to bill because we're running locally. So we can ask Claude to do whatever here. To recap super quick, what we did is we went and downloaded Ollama. We went over to the Can I Run website and took a look at the LLMs, the Gemma 4 models that we could run with our hardware. We then downloaded and installed the Gemma 4 model. We ran it and made sure it worked. Probably did a reboot of the computer there at some point. Then we installed Node.js because we need to do that on Windows to run these commands. If you're on Mac and Linux, you probably didn't have to do that, but if you did, it would tell you. We went through that. We did the environmental variables. And then here we launched Claude Code. What we're going to do now is run this command and see if it can build us a little website landing page. It's hit and miss on how well this works just because of how Ollama runs with its context, length. If we get an error here, I'll show you how to fix that. Or, sometimes Claude running through Ollama on different models can be a little dumb. So we have to be very specific. So the command I'm going to run here is going to be build a modern SaaS landing page for a tool called CloudSync. Use a dark midnight theme with high contrast accents. Create an index.html file with a hero section, features list, and a pricing table. Use Tailwind CSS via CDN. And I put on here that the features and tools I asked for are requirements for this page. Please follow the directions. And I did that because, sometimes it could be like, I think I know better than you. I'm not going to do that. So we'll see how this goes. We'll hit enter, thinking, perusing, and it could come back and say, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Or it could say, hey, I'm good to go. It's showing us the tokens here, how much time it's running and thinking. What I found, at least just in my testing right here on Windows, if we ask it to save it to our computer or open in our browser, it'll say, I can't do that. I don't have access to your local file system. And that is because we're running it in the terminal here. If we ran it inside of like your favorite IDE, like Cursor or something like that, it'd probably work a little better. I'm sure there's some commands and stuff we can run to give access to our local file system on Windows. But for this example, we're not doing that. It's going to tell you, hey, I don't know how to do that. I don't have access to your file system. Depending on the command or the prompt you put in here, it could be pretty quick and it could take a while. So you see here, we're at a minute 11, 404 tokens used. It's still thinking. Hopefully it's going to come back with a page and not an error. So it finished up. Let me scroll back up the top here and we can take a look. It ran. Do we have info on how long it ran? I don't see it right here, but it says, I'll start by creating the index file, which is basic structure, dark theme, components using Tailwind CSS via CDN, and then we can fill in specific features and pricing details. So it's smart there and it understands what you want to do and thinking for the future. So we have the index file and it has all of our code here. I'm not going to go through and look at it. What we're going to do is we're going to actually put it in our browser and see what it looks like. It says, do you want to create your file? And like I said earlier, before it didn't work, but let's see if it works now. We'll say yes. Sublimating. So you can see here, so far it ran a minute and 50 seconds. I've created the index file in your structure for your landing page. Here's the theme, yada, yada, yada. Please provide the details for the specific features for pricing tiers so I can populate those. Now, let me look here in my file system and sure enough, it actually created it in my file system here. So you can see here, here's our index.html file just created. Let me open it and this is what it created. CloudSync, our features, pricing, docs, sign up, sync your world effortlessly. CloudSync provides, it just kind of made some stuff up, get started, view the demo, placeholder for your features. Look at this, our little pricing structure here. This is our hero list that talked about. The bottom, our copyright built with Tailwind CSS. Features, it actually goes to features. So if we click on pricing, it goes down to pricing. Obviously docs is not going to do anything. Sign up, it's only one page. So that's really cool. That was just putting a prompt. And again, this is all running locally. Yes, it does look like AI built it. We can do a lot more with it. Back here in Claude, like it said, let me know what you want to do for your pricing tiers so I can populate that. So let's see, let's say our first price here will be a free trial for 15 days. The second here is $24.99 a month. The third tier is $99.99 a month. Now let's see if this is going to do it. If we bring up what it made here, our first tier here is 0. I said it's going to be 0 for trial for 15 days. So we'll see if it updates anything in here. This one I said $19.99 and this one I said $99.99. So let's see what it does here. And it might have forgot already because, you know, like I said, the context windows can be a little low when you're running through Ollama, but we'll see if it actually works here. You're obviously gonna have a better experience the larger the model. It's just the computer I'm running on for this demo, max of what I wanted to run on just so we can have a pretty good experience. But again, you can run a higher model, do it. You're gonna have a lot better experience. And then here you can see it says, do you want to make these edits? Because before I said, yes, you can write it to the operating system, but I didn't say automatically allow all the edits. So here it's showing you the changes it's going to make. And do you want to allow me to make these changes? I'll say yes. I'm not going to do allow all. I'll do yes. It's going to make the changes, write them to the directory, that file. So it took a minute 40 or the minute 50 for the first one. Maybe the whole thing will be here, not just the writing of it. Want me to edit the file? I didn't look at what it was up here. So it's not actually doing all the edits at once. We're now doing tier 2 and now it's going to do tier 3. It looks like. Yeah. So the first thing it wanted me to accept was editing tier 1. And again, obviously if you know HTML and all that stuff, it's going to be way faster to do this on your own, like make these changes. But this is actually a pretty cool start. If you're getting into vibe coding, this is a great way to do it. We'll just allow those changes there. I'm not even going to look at what it's trying to change. I highly suggest you do before you make these changes. All right, so it took a minute and 34 seconds to make those changes. Now I'm going to come over here. This is our file. I'm going to refresh. Look at that, free for 15 days, $24.99 a month and $99.99 a month. So it does look goofy with free there. I should have put 0, but it made the changes, right? And it changed that to free trial to where it wasn't before. So that's actually really cool. So if you're all done with Claude Code, all you need to do on Windows is hold down the control key and hit C twice and it'll exit. And you can see here, if you want to resume that session you were working on, right here, it says Claude resume and then that string there. What that's going to do is it should save itself like kind of a little bit of memory of what it was doing. You just paste that back in your terminal and it should fire up and kind of sort of remember what you were working on. Now you can go through and add all like the MD files, Claude MD, all that kind of stuff, and it can look at that. I believe there are some Gemini MD files you could use as well that might work with Gemma. So your mileage may vary on those, but definitely take a look and you can really expand on what you can do. Another great opportunity to use Gemma 4 outside of Claude is with OpenClaw. So just kind of a note there if that's something you want to see in the future as well. And there you have it. We had Claude Code use Gemma 4 locally on Ollama and build us a SaaS landing page for no money. You're just running it locally on your computer. You just have to know the prompts to use. Like we talked about, the 4 billion parameter model I'm running is not the greatest, but it ran decently on my computer. So install whatever one you are using there. I hope you enjoyed that one. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. We're gonna be coming out with more AI and automation videos. This is a lot of fun. If there's anything you want to see, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep doing good.